You can be the most confident person in the room and still go home feeling like you're not enough. That is the difference between confidence and self-worth. Most people spend years working on their confidence by speaking up, by showing up, by really pushing through their fears, and they make real progress. They become people who can walk into rooms confidently, lead presentations, lead conversations, and something still feels off. It feels like confidence is a costume that they've put on, and underneath all of that, nothing has really changed. Today, I want to explain why. Because confidence and self-worth are not the same, and chasing one while forgetting about the other, it really makes the work unfinished. I wanted to reflect on the last time you did something that took real courage. Maybe you spoke up in a meeting that you usually stay quiet in, or you had the courage to go and have a difficult conversation you had been avoiding. You did it, you had the courage to do it, and instead of feeling proud about it later, you picked it apart. You broke it down, you replayed it, you doubted yourself, you wondered what people thought about it, you questioned if you did the right thing at all. You know that gap between the action and the feeling afterward, that's where confidence ends and self-worth begins. If this is landing with you, hit subscribe. Every Sunday, I put out videos and practices to help you understand yourself at a deeper level and actually do something with that understanding. Here is the clearest way that I can put it for you. Confidence is how you show up in the world. Self-worth is what you think you deserve when nobody is watching. Confidence is a skill. It's built through years of practice. You can build it through action, repetition, training. You can build it through a public speaking course or a confidence course. You can train it, you can develop it, and these things genuinely build confidence. But self-worth is something completely different. It's not about what you do. It's about who you believe you are. At your core, when nobody else is watching, when everything's over and you're all alone, who do you believe you are? And here is the uncomfortable truth. You can perform confidence, but you can't perform self-worth. You either have self-worth or you don't. All of this confident behavior outside doesn't change anything underneath if deep inside you still feel you are not enough. Think about someone who is brilliant at their job but they cannot accept a compliment, or someone who has built something real, something big, and constantly feels like a fraud on the inside. Or think about someone who's actually doing okay but they constantly need others to tell them that they're doing okay. They constantly need external validation. They constantly need people around them to think good about them. All these are not confidence problems. They are clear self-worth problem. And you know, the thing about self-worth is you can't practice it like confidence. No amount of boldly showing up can fix self-worth. For a long time, my worth was tied to my title and the amount of money I made. No, I didn't walk around thinking, oh, I'm a big person because I earn this much money. But when I started thinking about leaving my job to start something of my own, that's when I realized how much of my identity was actually wrapped up in my title, the authority that came with it, the paycheck. It mattered to me that there was external proof that I was doing well. You take all this away from me, and what was left of me? Who was I without my job, without my title, without the amount of money I made? That question terrified me because honestly, I didn't know. I spent so long building confidence in a role that I was in that I completely neglected building a relationship with myself outside of that role. Who was I outside of this role? You know, the confidence was very real. But this confidence I had built over the years, this belonged to the role. It didn't belong to me. That's when I understood the difference. My confidence looked at me and said, you're great at what you do. My self-worth looked at me and asked, do you believe you're worthy of more than this? Do you really believe you can completely start over and still be good enough? So I made a decision. I decided I wasn't going to let a label or a designation define me. So I left my corporate career that I spent 10 long years building, and I started over. And building this business has been the most terrifying and yet the most clarifying thing I have ever done. Not because it's all going perfectly, no, but because for the first time, what I'm building is tied to me. It's not tied to a title or a number. It's tied to me. This business thrives because of me. So if confidence is a skill and self-worth is a belief, how do you change your beliefs? You don't do it by just reciting shallow affirmations for the sake of it. You don't do it by performing self-worth and telling yourself you're worthy if deep down you don't believe it. This is just another layer of performance. Self-worth is built through evidence. I know I say this word a lot, but self-worth is really built through evidence. Through moments when you show yourself you are a priority to yourself. Through moments where you treat yourself like you would treat someone who matters to you. When you draw a boundary to protect your own mental peace, that is your evidence. When you choose to share your opinion without worrying about if other people will agree or not, that's your evidence. When you choose to show up for yourself like you would show up for a friend or a family member, that's evidence. You know how we make plans with our friends or our family members or our relatives, and sometimes when the day comes when you have to go, you just don't feel like showing up. But you don't want to disappoint them, so you still go ahead and show up. I want you to treat your relationship with yourself the same way, at least in the starting stages when you're building self-worth. You tell yourself you'll do something, you do it. You show up. Even when you don't feel like showing up, just show up for the sake of it. That matters. That is building your self-worth. Self-worth is not something you magically find with a magnifying glass. It's something you consistently build by acting like you already have it. And no, that's not something circular that I'm saying. It's just the way belief works. It's just the way rewiring works. You act like you have something and the feeling follows. It doesn't work the other way around. You don't wait for feeling a certain way and then act like it. It doesn't work that way. And the kind of confidence that comes from self-worth is the kind of confidence that does not shake. It does not break when someone criticizes you, when someone does not choose you, when someone walks away from you, because it is built on your opinion of you. It is not built on other people's opinions of you. If today's video made you realize you've been working on confidence but you have not touched self-worth yet, I created something amazing for this. My new course is called Take Charge of Your Mind. It is a 10-module course that is designed to actually shift who you believe you are underneath everything that you show on the outside. We work through self-doubt, impactful communication, the inner critic, getting rid of external validation, getting rid of the fear of failure, intentional goal setting, and so much more that can shift the way you operate and show up in the world in just 10 modules. And all of this is done practically with real tools that can create shifts directly in your subconscious mind. It's not just theory. I use tools that are backed by neuroscience, psychology, and habit science. If you're ready to do the work properly and feel like the best version of yourself, the link is in the description. You can use the code POWER10 for 10% off on the course. Confidence gets you in the room. Self-worth makes you feel like you belong in that room. And you deserve both, not one or the other. Drop a comment below and tell me, what are you missing right now? Confidence or self-worth? I love reading your comments and I love hearing from you. When you're ready to go deeper than a YouTube video can take you, visit www.ownyourpowerbygehna.com. I have journaling workbooks, guided meditations, and tools that can actually help you, all in one place. The link is in the description box. If this helped you see the difference, share it with someone who really needs it. Like, share, comment on my video. Any engagement that you do helps my videos reach more people and also helps me bring more such videos to you. I will see you next Sunday. Until then, keep owning your power. You know how we make